Hey everyone! Bringing a new baby home changes everything. Suddenly, your world revolves around this tiny life. The days are filled with sweet moments, but the nights can feel endless and exhausting. With so much conflicting advice out there, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and second-guess yourself. In this video, we'll bust 7 common baby sleep myths and share what actually helps your family rest easier. Let's clear away the confusion and find a rhythm that brings peace back to your nights. Ready to build a foundation of truth and confidence? Let's get started. You've probably heard the advice, keep your baby awake during the day and they'll sleep better at night. It's a common tip passed around by well-meaning friends and family, and on the surface, it might sound like it makes perfect sense. After all, if your baby is tired enough, surely they'll sleep longer and more soundly at night, right? But here's the truth. Babies don't work that way. Their sleep needs are very different from adults, and trying to keep them awake during the day can actually backfire. When babies become overtired, instead of getting sleepier, they often become more wired and fussy. You might notice your little one crying more, arching their back, or rubbing their eyes in frustration. That's because when babies are pushed past their limits, their bodies release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones make it even harder for them to settle down and fall asleep, turning bedtime into a real struggle. Instead of drifting off peacefully, overtired babies tend to fight sleep. They may toss and turn, wake up more frequently, and have a much harder time getting the rest they need. The real secret? Sleep actually begets sleep. Well-rested babies are able to nap during the day and, as a result, sleep better at night. When your baby gets enough daytime rest, their bodies and brains are better prepared for a good night's sleep. It's a healthy cycle that supports their growth and development. Naps aren't stealing from nighttime rest. They're actually essential for your baby's healthy development. Daytime sleep helps babies process new experiences, build memory, and regulate their emotions. So instead of trying to keep your baby awake, watch for their sleepy cues, like yawning, rubbing their eyes, or staring off into space. These are signs that it's time for a nap, not a signal to push through. Embrace naps and create a calm, consistent routine for your baby. Dim the lights, lower the noise, and help them wind down before sleep. A predictable routine helps your baby know what to expect and makes it easier for them to relax. Think of naps as gentle care that fills your baby's sleep tank. Each nap is a chance for their body and mind to recharge, making them happier and more content when they're awake. By honoring your baby's need for rest, you're not just helping them, you're setting the whole family up for better nights and brighter mornings. Well-rested babies are easier to soothe, more playful, and more likely to sleep soundly at night. Don't fight your baby's natural rhythm. Work with it, trust their cues, and let them nap when they need to. This approach leads to less stress for everyone and a happier, healthier baby. Remember, a rested baby is a happier, easier sleeper. You'll notice more smiles, more giggles, and a calmer bedtime routine. So if you want your baby and yourself to get more sleep at night, make sure they're getting enough during the day. Prioritize naps, follow their cues, and watch as everyone in the family enjoys more restful nights and joyful days. Many believe formula-fed babies sleep longer, especially if given a bottle before bed. The idea is that formula is heavier and keeps babies full, but research doesn't back this up. Studies show little difference in total sleep between breastfed and formula-fed babies. Sleep is driven by development, not just what's in their tummy. Newborns wake often to eat, no matter how they're fed. It's normal and healthy. Feeding choices should be about what's best for your family, not sleep myths. The real secret to better sleep? A loving routine and responding to your baby's needs. There's a huge pressure on new parents to get their babies sleeping through the night as early as possible. You might hear advice from friends, family, or even strangers, all insisting that a good baby should be sleeping for long stretches by just a few weeks or months old. This expectation can leave parents feeling anxious, exhausted, and even like they're doing something wrong if their baby still wakes up at night. But the truth is, newborns have tiny stomachs and need to wake up frequently for food and comfort. Their bodies are growing rapidly, and they simply can't go long hours without nourishment. Night feedings are not just normal, they're essential for healthy development, both physically and emotionally. Babies also have short, light sleep cycles, which means they naturally wake up more often. This is actually a protective mechanism, helping to keep them safe and responsive to their environment. Light sleep allows them to get the rest they need while still being able to signal for help or food. For a baby, sleeping through the night might only mean a 5-hour stretch, not a full 8 hours like adults expect. It's important to remember that this is completely normal and not a sign that something is wrong. Every baby is unique and develops at their own pace. Some may start sleeping longer stretches earlier, while others take more time. There's no magic age or one-size-fits-all milestone for all-night sleep, and comparing your baby to others can create unnecessary stress. Night waking isn't a bad habit to break. It's a healthy and expected part of infancy. Responding to your baby's needs at night helps build trust and security, which are the foundations for healthy sleep patterns later on. Instead of chasing unrealistic expectations, try to focus on what your baby truly needs. Letting go of pressure and tuning into your child can make nighttime parenting feel less overwhelming and more rewarding. Create a safe, comforting sleep space and respond with patience and love. Gentle routines, soft lighting, and a calm environment can help both you and your baby feel more at ease during those nighttime hours. Understanding what's truly normal for infant sleep can transform frustration into acceptance. When you know what to expect, it's easier to be gentle with yourself and your baby. Meet your baby where they are, not where myths or outside opinions say they should be. Trust your instincts and remember that every phase is temporary. Your loving support is what matters most. You might hear that adding rice cereal to a bottle will help your baby sleep longer. This old advice is not only ineffective, it's risky. Babies' digestive systems aren't ready for solids before 6 months. Adding cereal can cause choking, allergies, and displace important nutrients. Studies show it doesn't help babies sleep better. Night waking is about development, not hunger alone. Introduce solids only when your baby is ready, and always consult your pediatrician. Let's leave this myth in the past where it belongs. Never wake a sleeping baby. We've all heard this classic piece of advice from grandparents, friends, and even strangers. It's a phrase that's been passed down through generations, and for good reason. Sleep is essential for a baby's growth and development. Watching a baby sleep peacefully can feel almost magical, and it's natural to want to protect that rest. While sleep is precious, it's important to remember that there are some situations where waking a sleeping baby is actually necessary for their health and well-being. For example, newborns, especially those who are underweight, premature, or have jaundice, may need to be woken up for regular feedings. Their tiny bodies need consistent nourishment to grow strong and healthy, and sometimes they can sleep right through hunger cues. Another exception is when a baby takes a long nap late in the afternoon. Letting them sleep too long at this time can make it harder for them to settle down at bedtime, leading to restless nights for both baby and parents. In these cases, gently waking your baby is the right call. It's all about finding the right balance between letting them rest and making sure their overall routine stays on track. Try opening the curtains to let in natural light, playing soft sounds, or offering gentle cuddles to help your baby wake up gradually and comfortably. Most of the time, it's best to let your baby sleep as much as they need, but always trust your instincts as a parent, and don't hesitate to consult your pediatrician if you're unsure about what's best for your child. Parenting isn't about following rigid rules. It's about finding balance and adapting to your baby's unique needs. Every child is different, and what works for one may not work for another. Learn to recognize when it's time to let your little one rest and when it's necessary to step in for their health or routine. Remember, you're the expert on your child. Your love, attention, and intuition are your best guides. Flexibility is key to building healthy sleep habits and a happy, well-rested family. Trust yourself, stay informed, and cherish these precious moments. We often think babies need total silence to sleep, but that's not true. The womb was full of constant soothing noise. Complete silence can actually be unsettling for newborns. Gentle white noise mimics the womb and helps babies sleep better. It also masks sudden household sounds that might wake them. No need to tiptoe. Just keep white noise at a safe, soft level. A little background sound can lead to more peaceful sleep for everyone. Embrace the hum, not the hush. The myth that picking up a crying baby spoils them is simply untrue. Babies cry to communicate real needs, not to manipulate. Responding with comfort builds trust and security. Research shows you can't spoil a baby with love or attention. Secure attachment leads to more confident, independent children. When you meet your baby's needs, they actually cry less over time. Trust your instincts. Comfort your baby when they cry. You're nurturing, not spoiling. Love and responsiveness are the foundation of healthy development. There's nothing more important than that. We've busted 7 baby sleep myths that can get in the way of real rest. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, just understanding your baby's needs and rhythms. Trust yourself and be patient with your family's unique journey. You're doing important, loving work every day. Share your experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Like and subscribe for more baby sleep tips. Until next time, be well and get some rest.